Welcome to another episode of the PalavaHut TV show, and I'm your host, Sana Akibu. The PalavaHut Show brings you interviews with guests that will inform, educate, and entertain you on various facets of African culture here in the USA and abroad. Thanks for tuning in, and let's get the show started. Today's guest is Ms. Tolumide, which is a music artist from Nigeria, and she's here to tell us all about her career in the music industry as well as in the entertainment industry. Now, let's have our guest today, Ms. Tolumide. Hello, how are you doing today?
Hi, I'm fine.
Welcome
Thank
to
you.
the PalavaHut TV
Thanks for having me. Glad to be
So,
here.
before we get into the whole juicy details, tell me a little bit about your background.
Well, I'm Nigerian, Nigerian Canadian, born in Toronto, raised in Nigeria, and then I went to undergrad in Toronto and back in Canada.
Okay, cool. So, how long have you been in the USA?
For about 10 years now,
Okay.
a little over 10 years, yeah. So in Toronto, in Canada, I studied fine art. I have a Bachelor of Fine Arts and with this specialty in design, I specialize in design. So came here and I've been working here as a graphic artist. And in the midst of that, I also got I also decided to pursue my career as a solo artist. And so, I started singing, introducing myself as a singer, hooking up with various musicians and producers, and, I eventually, released my first debut full-length album really last year. So I'm really excited about it. It's titled My Love.
Okay, so I see you said that you're a solo artist. That means you were part of a group before?
Yeah. While I was in Toronto, I was part of an all-female dancehall reggae band, and it was a lot of fun. We toured around Canada, and it was I guess it created a bit of a buzz because it was all female, and we were all from different there was Jamaica, there was Dominican Republic, there was Cuba. There was just different. It's just a mix of different cultures and all female and a live band, and I joined them really as a backup vocalist, and then sooner or later, I started doing more lead, and I definitely grew, learned patois a little bit more. So it definitely gave me a good kind of foundation to build on to what I'm doing now, and insight into the music industry, and it was awesome. It was a nice family out there.
So when you first came to the DMV was from Toronto, and that's when you became a solo artist?
Yeah. I actually moved to Baltimore first, and I was actually working with Fox 45 for a couple of years, and then. Shortly after that, I just said, I got to do something with this second talent, the singing talent I have. And, I was kind of singing off and on at maybe weddings or at church, and you would write. I found myself writing a bit more. And so, I just I kind of was sitting down at work, and I said, man, I got to do something, I felt like, what... I guess I was reflecting on my life and thinking, man, I don't want, to grow old and not having even, pushed it and tried it, and seeing how far I can go. So I'm definitely encouraged by the response so far. You go into it definitely prayerfully, but hoping that people do kind of vibe to what you're doing, and you never really know, are they gonna like it, is it gonna work? But ultimately,
that's always going to be something that you definitely think about when you're doing something in the creative field.
You're right. You're always like kind of thinking like, oh, are they gonna like it?
Exactly.
But ultimately, it kind of still comes back to just being sincere with the craft, and first of all, also liking it yourself.
Okay.
So that's pretty much was my strategy of just music. And it was tough. I have so many genres really that I've tapped into. So ultimately, I knew that I wanted to, bring something a little bit more unique to whatever industry I was getting into. So the genre that I really, really sing within is more on the soul, the R&B side, and fuse that with Afro pop. Okay. Just kind of give it, a bit of a, I guess, really showcase my my background, which has been a fusion of my Western and Nigerian African culture.
So you incorporate the Nigerian culture into your music.
Yeah, most definitely. So I have some, most of them are English, some a little bit in Pidgin English, some in my own native language, which is Yoruba.
Okay.
So
mine's too.
So it's great, and so far so good. I keep hustling at it and keeping at it, as the words flow, continue to write as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when you first became, you figured out you wanted to be a solo artist, what were some of the challenges that you faced in the beginning?
I think well, being new to the game as a solo artist, finding the right I guess, producers to work with. I was, I would, kind of dabble around with different, just to see who I had a good rapport with, that we could develop music together. So I think on the start was first just, okay, let me just do one song with one person, one song with a couple of people, and so eventually, I found those that, we had like a good, good exchange, and we could work together. So that was kind of like in the beginning was, kind of tough, and having enough funds, you still need you still more money to get into the studio or you do one thing or the other. So you had to save a bit more, had to just strategize, saying, okay, just do. In fact, I released an EP first before, because, I did 5 songs. Well, yeah, about 5 songs, a couple of remixes, and just to kind of fill out the market and see, kind of fill out what people were vibing to as well. So, that gave me a bit of insight as to, okay, what do I really want to do? And so, I mean, ultimately, I did choose the, R&B soul, even gospel fusion, because that was, kind of what I could sincerely write and sing about, that really. So
are you like sometimes criticized at the fact that you can do pop and gospel, because that's like 2 whole different complete genres?
Yeah, it really is. Yeah, it depends on the person that is coming from. I think, I'm really within that line of contemporary gospel. So, yeah, you do have, people that are more, they listen to more of the traditional gospel. They're like, oh, it's, it's really, really way out there, because, sometimes I do write quite poetically, and so it does take a bit to kind of, not so much, but, you kind of really have to listen to the lyrics to kind of see where I'm going, because I like to write some kind of a storyline as well, if possible. So yeah, I mean, it depends on the really the person that's listening to. There are people that are like, yeah, this is kind of refreshing to hear. Like, they don't really want to hear. I mean, they're not really ready for a real serious, praise and worship, get on down gig, And so this just offers them another option of something that they can vibe to, they can be inspired to. And ultimately, really, I mean, the goal, with most of my music, I really want people to feel good about themselves and recognize God if they can, and also just strive to be better people at whatever it is that they're doing, be inspired by whatever gift they have. So,
so through all this and things like that, what were, as Africans, we know that our parents want us to be doctors, lawyers, and things like that. How was it to tell your family that, okay, I want to be a musician?
An artist? Well, I mean, luckily for me, my my parents are awesome. My dad is actually an artist as well. He's he's a painter. Yeah, he paints, and he's an architect as well. And my mom was also into fashion and had her own kind of store. So yeah, they were into the arts, and I mean, they just believe that we should just go, follow our hearts, and whatever it is that we're going to do, if we worked hard at it, then we'll excel. And so they were always really encouraging as to what, even when I said I was going to study fine art in school, I mean, I went in, I wanted to study architecture, with, follow my dad's footsteps, but shortly, I built up my portfolio, and then I was like, do I really want to study architecture? Let me just do fine art. And eventually, a couple of years into it, I discovered, like, oh, actually, there's a career in design. So I started, specializing in that. But I think ultimately, for anyone, you always want to kind of channel your energy into what you feel that you're good at. And I felt that, I could see my strength more in the arts and creativity that way. And I figured, if it's going to be architecture, I'll handle that later, tackle that later, yeah.
Okay, well, we all know that when you follow something that you are passionate about, you definitely, it's all about being creative, and being in the entertainment industry, you have to work a little bit more harder, because everyone's trying to be a rapper, a singer, but I guess if you have real passion for it, it will definitely get you somewhere. So who are some people that you would love to work with, or that you have worked with in regards to the entertainment side?
Oh gosh, there's quite a lot. let me start by people that have inspired me. Definitely growing up, I listen to, a lot of the soulful singers that are out right now, or even have been around for a bit. So there's Sade, there's Mary J. Blige, there's Anita Baker. I definitely listen to them a lot. Brandy, she has great vocal, yeah. And then African artists, definitely Onyeka Onwenu, Chrissy Ibukwe, who actually, passed away earlier this year, 2011. So, Sonia Oposun. So, these are people that I've grown up listening to and have really kind of, I guess, kind of molded in, the direction of my sound as well. People that I admire in this present day are definitely, as far as in writers and singers, Two-Face is a great songwriter and great entertainer. Lyra is also an amazing. She's from South Africa. Asha is great. Neka is wonderful. A lot of female artists are doing awesome. I'll definitely be open to work with any of them right now. And yeah, there's a lot of Salif Keita is great. There's just so much world music that's just so nice and rocking. And I love the organic sounds that everyone is kind of trying to bring out in their own unique way. So I'm open to definitely working with any one of them really. Okay. Yeah. Okay, any day, any time. Yeah.
So what other you mentioned that you do designing. So is it fashion designing or is it interior designing? What is that aspect?
More graphic design in the broadcast industry. So like right now I do mainly broadcast graphic design. So designing
for TV for the viewers
really,
that
yeah,
don't know
for viewers, yeah, for watching TV right now. So sometimes you may see a graphic that I've done that you may see on a news show or whatnot, or any some shows that are around town. So yeah, that genre, that's really my strength. I design my album cover. So
oh well, you actually have your album cover.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, my album is yeah, it's awesome. So yeah, it's great because I'm able to use my skill for my project, and I save a lot of money.
Yes, it's always good when you have multiple talents you can use.
Yeah. So it's awesome. I do that, and so for the album, I designed it. I designed the cover, and I ended up going with an enhanced CD version. So it has some karaoke versions on the CD-ROM side and some screensavers. So. And then also has my music video as well on the
on all this?
On the enhanced CD.
Okay.
Yeah, so I figured kind of give some people a little bit more for getting the full album. I know we're in a digital world, but I just always want to kind of add a bit more extra.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So for all those who really don't know about you, can you explain some of the tracks that you have here on the CD? Are they all gospel? Are they pop? What are they?
It's a fusion. A lot of soul, a lot of soulful songs. There are 12 tracks. My Love is definitely there. I intro with a song called Ekabo, which means welcome. So it's just a little, kind of like hip-hop-ishy, soulful sound, just to intro into, really what the album is about. How songs like What I Like to Be, More Than You'll Ever Know, which I actually just shot a video for, and it's in editing mode right now. So that's a love song, wedding song. I wanted something. My Love I wrote really, that has more of a pop fusion to that, and the music video, definitely tries to showcase that. I mean, it's my introduction really, so it's showcasing me and on my the various angles. I mean, I'm working really as a waitress, but I believe the video kind of follows my my life, my lifeline of working as a waitress, and still really singing about my love. My gosh, nobody blessed me the way you do in the midst of all these things I'm doing. So More Than You'll Ever Know was more of a wedding love song. The other song that's Jesu Christi Lagbara, which is definitely more of the fast paced, your African, rhythms and drums are in that. Jesu Christi Lagbara. It's called Jesus Christ Has a Lot of Strength. Okay. So that one is So if you want to get on down, yeah. So if you want to get on down, Lagbara means strength, so that one is call and response in it. And I work with some awesome musicians, Ngome Lokito, that also is with Suku Stars, and Blaze Tangelo, John Bashing. I mean, these are just guys that have been in the industry that are just phenomenal musicians. So they really brought the music to life too as well. So I was really excited,
Okay. We can't wait to hear it, definitely.
Yeah. And
let everyone hear the sounds of Tolumide.
Yeah.
And what's the meaning for My Love? Why did you make that the album title?
My Love, well, My Love, I guess when I finished the whole album, My Love, it ended up kind of boiling down to, gosh, this is certainly my love, and I felt like my love was the title track, the track that I wanted to introduce myself with, and so that's really why I decided to just pick My Love. I mean, I wrote it really just coming back home from work. I was sitting in the car, and I was just thinking to myself, like, man, thank you, you know, just thank you, God, for bringing me home safely and protecting me from bad drivers. And and shortly after, I started to think of other things that I've experienced and that I've heard people say, like, that they've been blessed with or whatnot. And I said, man, you know, gosh, you know, nobody, you know, my love, nobody blesses me the way you do. Nobody, like, keeps me. I mean, who else can, like, you know, protect me on the road? Who else can, like, you know, bless me?
So your love for God.
Yeah, okay. Really, yeah. So that's really ultimately what the song is about. So, and I just kind of have a storyline, you know, about this love for God that I'm singing about. Yeah.
Okay. And you actually have a music video for this song as well.
Yeah, yeah, I do. So that music video is, you know, it's on my website. It's on YouTube. I got good, you know, good reviews about it. So definitely excited. You know, it took me to South Africa for the music video awards. They have a Channel O music video awards, and I got a nomination for the most gifted R&B, and so I was really excited about that. I mean, I you know, flew out there, and it was just amazing to be just in the midst of other African artists that were doing awesome. I mean, Two-Face was so encouraging. He just said, yeah, I saw it, you know, keep doing your thing. That's, you know, and I was like, yeah, so I guess, you know, you kind of, in your own little world, do stuff, and you never, you know people can see you, but, you know, once you start getting feedback from your fellow, you know, artists, you know, that's when you're like, oh, okay, I guess I doing something, something right. So,
okay,
so,
well, definitely. Well, we will be bringing your music video back from our breaks with our viewers. We were bringing them the music video for My Love. Okay. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with the PalavaHut TV show. Stay tuned.
No pulse, we're losing him.
Sergeant, he's in VFib.
Shock him. Drives it road all the time. He just had a few drinks. This can't be happening.
Are we clear?
Clear. We just buzzed. Just buzzed? You didn't tell us that, sir. You're right. This isn't happening. He'll be fine.
Yeah, I feel good.
Really? No, not really.
Buzz driving.
Clear.
Maybe we should stop acting like it's no big deal.
Shock him.
Welcome back to the PalavaHut TV show, and I'm your host, Sana Akibu. And just in case you missed the first portion of the show, we are here with Tolumide, which is a Yoruba musician. And as promised, we're going to go into her music video, My Love.
You love me wonderfully, created me to look just like you. You bless me, shower me with more than I can ever do. I cannot live this life doing the things that I do without you. You are amazing, truly divine. Where can I find something as pure as you? My love, my love, my love, my love, my love, my love, my love. Nobody bless me the way you do. You do, you do. Nobody feel me the way you do. You do, you do. Nobody love me the way you do. You do, you do. My love, my love, my love, my all the time, your spirit guide and hold me every day. Yeah. You strong, oh, wisdom flow, finer things, they follow you all the way. Yeah. I cannot replace you or the things you do. The sky's not wide enough to fill your space. Yeah. The rays of the moon shine so brightly, stars they twinkle so brightly, all because of you. My love, my love, my love, my love, my love, my love, my love. Nobody bless me the way you do. You do, you do. Nobody feel me the way you true. Thank you for being so great. I love me, you're kind and you're worthy, my love. Nobody gets it away. You do, you are so comforting, so true. Thank you for being so great. I love me, you're kind and you're worthy, my love. Oh, 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 my love, my love, my love, my love, my love, my love, my love. Nobody bless me the way you do, you do, you do.
I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Once again, it was called My Love by Tolumide, and we are here with her. We're going to get right back into the questions. So, Ms. Tolumide, that was a wonderful video. That was a really, really good video. You talked about the inspiration for it, and we definitely saw it in the video.
Yeah.
So what were some awards that you received from My Love?
Well, My Love, I got recognized by the Canadian gospel music awards that they had out there. So I got the nomination for the album and My Love. And then I also got the Washington Music Association. I got a nomination as well. And then in the past, I have received an award for the Nigerian Entertainment Awards for Best R&B Nigerian Female Artist. So,
oh, wow.
Yeah, I was excited about that. That came as a big shocker.
That's
an
accomplishment.
Yeah, I was excited about that. And definitely Channel O Music Video Awards was, was an awesome nomination to have. And so I'm, pushing. You will get more music video out there. Get more feedback from people. Get people online on Twitter to let me know what they think. On Facebook, so don't be a stranger. Let me know.
Your fans are definitely not a stranger, and we have a segment called From the Set to the City, which we have questions for you from your fans. So one of the questions from the Set to the City is they would like to know, this is from Beatrice in Lanham, she would like to know, when breaking into the industry, how hard was it when compared to all the other R&B singers?
Well, I think people have been trying to categorize me because I do a fusion of gospel and R&B. So, in that sense, you have your straight artists that you just know, okay, definitely this is R&B, definitely this is gospel. So, because I am somewhat in the middle, I think that's been somewhat of a challenge. It's a new platform really. I'm offering really a new option that I'm offering people. So, I think that's where they have, it's been, I've had to try to get people to get to know me or go online and read about me as opposed to just hear it and, kind of fit me into one genre. It seems like they have to kind of, or at least I've been getting those kind of questions from the emails I've been getting, just to kind of classify me. But ultimately, I think, people are vibing the lyrics itself, like those that really want that inspirational message or, want a bit of Afro-pop sound, know that, okay, that's what I would give, or, if they want energy-driven live shows, they're starting to understand, like, okay, this is what Tolumide does, when she has a show. Yeah. So.
Okay. Another question is from Neoma, and she would like to know, how is it when you have a unique sound, when you're in a girl group, how do you break away from them?
How do I? Well, it was tough, but I think when I wasn't in the same city, so it was I was on my literally on my own. I had to come out, and it was tough to break away, but it was good to kind of now come and do my own thing, do what I've been writing. I mean, I love reggae, but I feel that the direction of my writing was really more on the soul soul side. So. It was tough, but it also has been rewarding because it's pushed me to do more, do more with the talent, to write more, to explore explore various sounds, to really incorporate into my music.
Okay. And our last question is from Sade, and she's a big fashionista. She would like to know, she sees your style in videos and when you perform. She wants to know, are you a secret fashion designer on the come up?
Yeah, maybe I am. I mean. I remember in high school they had this award. It was like this award they came up with, and 3 awards I got were definitely best dressed. Even though it was like, okay, I was just trying to be funky and I didn't realize that people actually saw it as kind of a cool dressing style. And then best dancer and also world dreamer. I guess maybe I think I think I got that because sometimes I did go into a trance and I'm like thinking of other things and they have to call out my name a couple of times before I like, oh yeah, what can I help you? So so yeah, I guess I'm still within that world dream because I have dreams of definitely I'm pursuing this talent and I'm still flowing with that those awards that I got in high school. But yeah, fashion. I love fashion. I love even I'm constantly for my videos I'm looking out for okay, who can I work with, who has some funky styles. I want to always fuse my own my culture fabrics or design and network. I'm always looking out to network with African designers. I think they have awesome designs out there, so ultimately I'm always looking to just incorporate that into my style.
Okay. Well, that's all the questions we have from the set to the city. My question is, did you design your dress that you're wearing right now?
My dress, well, let me say I designed the ensemble. So pretty much it's just, it's a fusion of accessories that I'm always looking out for funky accessories. This is Nigerian necklace. This is I think it's just from some store. And then shoes. My waistcoat I did get from my dad. My dad got this for me. So yeah.
When you walked in, I was just like, wow, that definitely showcased you as an African artist.
Oh,
I really liked it in style.
Yeah, yeah, the contemporary side, right? Yeah, trying to just stay funk. There's. I think growing up we're used to just wear Iru and Buba just like the top and bottom, so I was like, man, there's so many funky things you can do with prints. So that's definitely where I'm like really pushing to and ultimately showcasing the design showcases that contemporary side of my music as well, and showcases me and my personality and my love for color and
So thank you very much for coming to the show, but we definitely want to make sure our fans and people who are watching know where to reach you. So go ahead and let us know.
Most definitely my website. That has links to my Twitter. My website is Tolumide Music. That's TOLUMIDE music.com, and it has links to my my Twitter and my Facebook pages. So don't be a stranger, just send me a message, let me know what you think about the album. It's definitely available on my website, on iTunes and Amazon. So yeah, just let me know what you think. Pick up a song, pick up, yeah.
Well, thank you very much for coming to the show, and we definitely appreciate the music video and you as an artist.
Yeah.
And thank you again for tuning in to the PalavaHut TV show.
PalavaHut, discuss about the ethics and community. PalavaHut, worldwide trace and the politics. PalavaHut, entertainment, fashion, keep it musical. PalavaHut, international, you can come to the PalavaHut. Discuss about the ethics and community. PalavaHut, worldwide trace and the politics.